Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to brand some custom wooden coasters. When it comes to making custom coasters, we can literally make it out of any material, any size, any shape, any design profile, and any quantity. So your options are honestly endless with us. Here's an example of a simple one that we make from my other company, sandboxranch.com. These are element coasters. So the customer, picks which element they want, and we make the coasters from that. Now, let's say you wanted something like this here, but with your logo on it, absolutely not a problem. Let's say you wanted this to be rounded a little bit on the edge instead of a sharp corner, or you wanted this to be round, or you wanted it to be a triangle, or what have you. Absolutely not a problem. Let's say you wanted this out of stainless steel. We can use our plasma cutter to cut it out. And let's say you wanted it out of pine, you want a maple or mahogany or whatever. Any sort of ideas that you come up with, we can make that for you. Now, what are your design limitations when it comes to coasters? A couple of small little things to keep in mind. One is if we're cutting through the material, let's say here again, we'll use this as an example. You have the F here, we cut through, looks totally fine. There's no inside parts. Same thing with the R. 2, 2, 3, that's totally fine. Oh, we have a problem with the 8. If we were to cut this through, what would happen is the inside of the 8s would fall out. Now maybe you don't care and that's fine, but most customers actually do care and they don't want that to have happen. Now you might say, well, it's such a small detail, you probably wouldn't even notice it. That's probably true. But you'd notice it here with the A, and you notice it here, with any other kind of branding that you might have. Now, if you had noticed it for the A, you might as well have like little bridge material. Generally the bridge material, when it comes to laser cutting through for coaster use, I probably want to keep 1 or 2 millimeters, maybe 1/16 or 1/32 roughly, connected inside parts 3 ways. And that helps create a lot of strength for it so it doesn't fall out when you actually use it. Another thing to keep in mind is you generally want these finished. Again, we can do that here for you in the shop, it's not a problem. And the reason for that is if you're putting drinks on this, they get cold or hot, you get condensation, and the condensation goes on the wood. Now, if it goes away really fast or you take care of it, that's fine. It will go away, you won't have problems. But if it just sits there for a while, you can end up with mold issues and the wood can actually start warping on you. So a quick solution to that is actually finishing it. Put a layer or multiple layers of barrier spray or paint on it, and that stops that from happening immediately. Now when it comes to the actual design of the coaster, we can help you out however you want. I find the easiest way to get a quick design sorted out with the customer is to send us a couple pictures of what you like, and then from there we do the design for you. Something to keep in mind is we can also do inlays. So let's say you had like a top part of a coaster, and inside of that you had a different material, let's say stainless steel, and the thing, let's say you have a maple coaster, and on the inside you have a stainless steel that's fiber etched, and on the back you have laser engraving with cork feet. We can do that for you here in the shop, absolutely no problem. But something you keep in mind is you want to use materials that have a bit of give to them. And the reason for that is because wood will contract and expand even if it is sealed, just with temperature, environment, humidity, and so forth. But let's say we make it out of steel or plastic, that has zero give. It could be really cold, really hot. The expansion is almost nothing, so it's not really an issue. So you want to leave a little bit of room in the coaster so that the coaster can expand and contract, but the inside inlay, if it is a different material, it doesn't have a possibility of cracking out from the material. So if you're looking for custom coasters, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make it for you and ship it right to your door.